You should be able to bind the turret. I remember being able to shoot the turret when I
Yeah,
had. You have the Super Hornet, right?
I think so, yeah.
Or maybe it doesn't have a turret, because only the I think it's the Super Hornet's the one that has a turret on it.
Oh, see, now when I shoot the on the mouse, it shoots more of the guns. Well, it's now turret and front guns. So what the hell's up with that? Okay, something's really gay with that.
Maybe it's just a ploy to make the mouse better. You can't even shoot guns.
Oh yeah. Shouldn't have allowed to use the mouse. It's just compromised the game in too many ways.
That's
Pretty disappointed. Star Wars Galaxy understood. They didn't bow down to the whiners and Care Bears on that mouse thing.
well, they've tweaked the mouse quite a bit. I'll give them that. Like it's not as responsive as it was before. It's a little different.
Yeah, but still, you're trying to program, right? It's not the same. They said it was going to be a simulation, and then they went and, well, as soon as you bring in a mouse, it's just like, come on, really?
I don't think it's.
That's why Star Wars Galaxy was so good, because they didn't allow people to use the mouse to fly.
Well,
And so the battles are much better.
They want it accessible. I mean, you can still have the mouse there and have it be competitive with the joystick.
It's really hard to get a joystick competitive with a mouse, especially when it comes to aiming.
It depends on how they implement, the aiming.
Oh, they've tried, but still just garbage. Everybody's going to be using their mouse. It's just a really bad choice on their part.
Control point gained.
Control point's ours.
It'd be like putting the mouse into DCS and allowing people to fly with a mouse in DCS. I don't see the difference.
I mean, if they could find a way
Either
to do
you're
it.
building an arcade game or you're building a simulation. There's no halfway in between.
I mean, you don't need a special. You can fly with a gamepad in DCS if you want. I don't know if I don't think they have mouse implementation though.
Yeah, well, gamepad's different. It's not the same. Mouse is totally different. Especially for aiming. It's just too easy. Then it's just, you might as well just call it Space Invaders, right? It's just irritating. Well, because it's just too easy. It's just, it's just like,
Control point contested.
it's the same thing with shooters too, right?
They're trying to take our control point.
Because if you're aiming,
Control point contested.
it's just too accurate. I haven't set up my boost. Okay, so what was I looking for? You're saying... Oh yeah, I was gonna look at the keyboard. Why I'm not getting all my guns firing, even though I've assigned all the fire groups. They're not even firing.
Got one.
Like here's a prime example. You can
Control
use the
point
mouse
gained.
in Elite Dangerous,
Control point contested.
and that's not better
To
than
aim,
joystick.
to aim and shoot.
To fly. They don't have
Control point lost.
individual.
As soon as you allow the
Control
aiming
point down.
reticule on your mouse, it becomes an arcade game.
They've got turrets though. I mean, there's people who are going to be using the mouse to use the turrets.
Yeah, I can understand turrets,
But
But-
I mean, there's nothing stopping you from using an Axis or Track IR or anything to aim either. So, yeah, or
It's just not as
VR,
accurate.
or virtual reality.
It's not as accurate.
Don't let
I've
them
tried
have it.
aiming with the track R, it's just not as accurate.
Yeah, but with virtual
takes a bit of
reality,
work.
I think it'll be,
Control point lost.
With the eye aiming.
Yeah, moving your head, looking right at him. That'll be way more
Tracking
accurate.
your eyes.
Forgot
Yeah, it
about
could
that.
be. Well, if that happens, I wouldn't complain because it levels the playing field again, right? Because then the mouse users have to compete against the VR guys with eye
Control
tracking.
point
It's the same
contested.
thing.
Control
But,
point gained.
You know, it really causes problems for
But they
them
didn't like
because
that.
now you're trying to balance out,
Oh,
you know,
that
the
made
huge
Control
disparity.
point lost.
You can let those Marines push us around like that.
And plus,
It would've-
with their, I think they've talked about making it so when you, what do you say, use the,
Respawning.
like you can put a bigger weapon on your ship if it isn't gimbaled. So instead of putting a gimbal-mounted weapon, you can put a weapon one size bigger. So that's to help even the playing field as well.
Control point
You just
gained.
choose that aiming with the mouse or that, you know, head track aiming is not for you. You can just, you know, put bigger weapons on
Control
your ship,
point contested.
aim with the ship.
They're trying to take our control point.
Well, that's why I don't mind the
Accessing control
mouse
point.
aiming for the turrets because the turrets are usually a lot weaker, right?
Yep, they're weaker. It's like Elite, though. You have the
Control
auto-aim
point
turrets,
gained.
right?
Control point's ours.
Those are weaker. All the gimbal.
Yeah, that's how
weapons are
they
weaker.
that's how they balance it out, right?
Right.
You know,
And they have auto-aim in that, too, so...
but Star Citizen allows you to put your Gatling guns on your mouse, and they're quite powerful, very powerful. This main weapon.
For sure. Yeah.
So
Control point contested.
they're just, I don't know. I was never a big fan of that. I think the whole thing is just dumb.
Control point lost.
They just opened up a can of worms and just made their lives a lot more difficult. Because a few fucking whiners that were playing the game before said, I want to use my mouse. Well, you said you were going to build a simulation and then you basically doubled back on that promise. I didn't buy this game to, you know, to play with a mouse and keyboard.
You don't have to play with the mouse and keyboard unless you...
No, you don't have to, but when you're playing in a PvP environment,
Control point
it's all about being
contested.
competitive. And the people that are
Don't let
using
them have it.
joysticks aren't going to be able to compete with people aiming with their
Control
mouse.
point gained.
I mean,
I don't think
you know,
you've tried,
after a while
I
it'll
don't
just
think
piss
you've
you
tried
off
playing
because you
with the
keep on
mouse in Star
dying.
Citizen, 'cause
Spawning.
it's not,
Huh?
it's not that great. Like, it's not that easy. You've got
Control
some
point
handicaps
contested.
trying to aim and fly with the mouse, because the thing isn't as responsive. Like, you've got a dead zone.
Control point lost.
You can't really maneuver
You're supposed to be
and
defending
aim at the
those.
same time because you're kind of stuck
30
doing one or
seconds
the other, really.
remaining.
It's just awkward. It's kind of awkward.
I didn't say flying was great with the mouse. I said aiming with the mouse has always been a huge advantage.
Yeah,
Control
a little bit
point
with some
gained.
weapons, but I don't think it's that much of an advantage if you have track IR or...
I found it
Use
was.
an
I
access.
thought it was huge, huge. As soon as they allowed the mouse to aim, it was just,
Control
this is
point
retarded.
contested.
Because it's just way
They're
too
trying to
easy.
take our control point.
You just sit there, and it even gives you the
Round
lead on the
over.
button where you got to aim to lead,
Hell yeah,
and you just
people,
hold
that's
it
what I
there,
like to see.
and every single shot is hitting the
New
spaceship
round.
totally accurately.
Well, not completely.
You know,
If
you
change
can- you-
directions, it doesn't instantly.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, but still the adjustment time to get back on target with your pointing with your mouse is going to be faster than trying to fly your airplane and get the, you know, like a World War II plane, right? Where you're trying to get your nose lined up and following, you know, the way dogfighting should be. Not this point and click and shoot nonsense. That's not flying. Takes the whole dogfight dynamic and just changes it, makes it lame.
Yeah, I think it adds dynamics. I mean, it's a
Control
space
point gained.
game. You know, it's not.
Bet they didn't like that.
You can make a space
Control
game any way
point
you want.
gained.
Because you've got big ships with big turrets, you'll be able to come in
Control
at some
point
angle.
contested.
Don't let them have it.
Control point lost.
Control point down.
Control point gained.
I don't get it.
Accessing control point.
I got my that's the missile launch.
Control point
Huh.
gained.
Oh, why is this not working? When I hold back the button 2, all of the
In control options.
fire weapons 2 group is not firing. That is weird.
Control point contested.
Okay, that's a bug. That's not working properly.
Control point lost.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, VR, what's going on?
Oh, how's it
I haven't
going?
heard from you in a long forever.
Yeah, was fun lately.
Oh, yeah.
Control point
Some
gained.
personal issues, yeah.
Control point's ours.
Lots of fun and lots of paperwork.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Cleaned out and still every evening some stuff to pack into moving boxes and yeah, 2 months
yeah.
of luck still
Respawning.
going on.
That
Okay.
sucks, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I went through
Yeah,
it.
thanks.
I
No
know
problem.
exactly what you're talking about.
Make sure to take a lot.
Yeah.
Control point
Yeah, I
contested.
just wanted to ask if somebody has
trying to take on
heard
control
me going through the pirate swarm mode because all of us get something there
Control point
for
lost.
free.
Pirates.
You can let those Marines
Yeah,
push
in
us
Star
around like
Citizen.
that.
We just have to do it very,
Control
very
point
quickly
gained.
until
Oh.
it's sold out.
Okay. What do we have? What do we get?
It's a free upgrade to Pirate Caterpillar. You can buy it for $0, and you can sell it if you want to, or apply to Caterpillar. And if you sell it, it should be worth quite some money. $50 or
So how do we... I just mapped out the controls, man. So how do we... So what do we need to do?
I
Spawning.
can quickly join. I think it should work in a private match. Just go back to main menu once you're done.
Let me jump back out of this Star Marine here and see. That's cool. I kind of doubt we'll make the cut.
Might be a little bit rusty. I haven't touched any game in like 2 months.
Let me actually switch everything back to mouse.
Yeah, there's been changes in Star Citizen, and it's just... Some of them not for the better either.
Oh man, I don't wanna. What do you mean not for the better? Pitch.
Well, losing the track R, I would say, is pretty crappy.
Oh, that's been
And then taking
ages.
away the... And then taking away the HUD interaction menu, which was so easy, now it's just all through the keyboard. It's a pain in the ass. It used to be so simple. You could interact with your weapons menu or power just by the flip of a switch on your joystick, and now it's I don't even know where it is. Go look at my keyboard bindings.
Oh, I'm just playing with keyboard.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Um,
it's gotten to the point where it's almost there's no point even playing with the joystick anymore. Let's just play with the keyboard and the mouse.
Go ahead, you can try it. It's not as easy as you think it is. Yes.
Did both of you get an invite from me?
Yeah, here I've got to try to send it.
I gotta log back in.
'cause I have
I
to get
got
back
kicked
to
out
the-
of the game here.
I have to go back to the main menu. Otherwise, I'm gonna be playing 2 instances of the 3D game. So I did, just to warn you, I played Arena Commander a little bit ago, and I had a sound issue, so my sound might end up cutting out.
So where did I go to? The PTU here? What am I? Where am I going off the launch menu?
Just go to. Did you get an invite? I'm sending a new one.
I gotta go. I gotta get in the game first.
Okay. I think it should work from the main menu.
Let me turn off broadcasting. I was just trying that again. It's kind of neat that it works. Creator Studio.
Okay, I'm in the main menu here.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I going? Oh, there's the invite. So how do I get the invite? Press left bracket.
It's kind of neat. I don't think anyone's watching now.
What did you have to press?
Left bracket.
Okay.
And
Don't
then
invite me. I have a German keyboard. Can't figure that out.
I don't know, what do I do now? Left bracket.
Just select your ship,
And
the
then
best one you have. I think you can select a constellation or whatever you have.
I don't see the constellation in the list here.
Oh, I can check.
My ships aren't, they don't have the big guns on them either.